Just a quick clip here. I was had the furnace running outside there, and I reducted everything in here. I've got a cold air return, and was monitoring the temperature in the house and noticed it was climbing up fairly decent. Came out here and found that this motor in this blower had quit, and it was beginning to overheat the system. I just took a temperature shot there. I have 105 degrees Celsius coming out of that pipe there. So I just quickly threw this fan down in here in front of the cold air return to force some air through the system. We're finally getting some heat coming now. You can really feel her, and she's probably climbing a degree or so every minute or so. We're starting to get the raining effect. So we are finally producing fairly decent heat. Unfortunately, this blower fan, I'm quite glad I came out when I did, simply because I could have had some bigger issues had I waited any longer. Just gonna let it continue to warm the greenhouse here. This one here is showing, the red one there, showing about 6 or 7 degrees. We're going to let it keep heating. I'm going to just take you outside here and show you what's going on here. So out here I've run a cold air return back to the furnace, and you'll see I built a manifold that covers over the pipes that were for the heat exchanger. And I've discovered to light my wet coal that I've been having issues with. I've just been using the propane torch, the Tiger torch. So it's got a nice glowing fire in there now. And I put in some heat shields. I don't know if you can see them. It's all I could get in there was a couple of pieces of flat iron just to deflect the heat a little better. And you'll notice I've shortened up my pipe that comes from my rear heat exchanger going into the greenhouse. So it's not real pretty at this point, but it's more of a make do with what you have project to start with. So just wanted to kind of give you a heads up here. This collector I've put on here is definitely helping. That blower that just quit on me wasn't moving enough air to begin with, I don't think. So we were getting temperatures of 35 to 55 degrees out of it yesterday with this little thermometer here. But now that little thermometer would melt if I put it there. I've got a cooler down here a bit. But I'll just, where's my temperature gun here? Oh, it's probably in my pocket. No, here it is. I'll just give a shot on here. Yeah, we're sitting at 117 still. So she's running nice and warm, no doubt. Probably have a little bit more fire in there than I need. But it's going to take a little bit of getting used to. I'm going to have to come up with a better fan. It seems to be doing a little better when you blow the air through than when you suck it through. And that would also prevent the blower motor from overheating, which is what may have happened here. That it may be thermostatically protected, but I still do have it plugged in and it hasn't started up yet. So I may have cooked her, which is wouldn't be hard to believe if it was sitting at 100 and some degrees. I've already had it in the heat once. So anyway, that's just kind of an update there. You can see here our last shot there was 12 degrees. Now we're up to 16. So she's starting to, you can really start to feel the warmth coming in here. So I'm going to cut out for now, and maybe I'll give an update here as I learn more. Alright, so my blower fan quit. This guy right here. Still don't know if it was the heat that took it out or if it was just its time. So I've made a makeshift duct blower. That'll keep the fan cooler. This is a thermostatically controlled fan. It's always good to have air blowing through the greenhouse anyway, so it's a dual one. It's like a window fan. I've taken the remnants of a funnel I used on another project. It goes from 8 inch down to 6 inch, and you can just see how it reeks of craftsmanship here. It's a work of art, but it seems to be working. Having the blower fan quit on you could overheat the exchanger, and being my exchanger isn't of high quality to begin with, that's something I really didn't want to do. Although it's nice to get that that powder coat cooked off of her. I think it's safe to say that it's all gone now. So now what I need to do is figure out what's the best way to run my furnace itself. Right now it's about -18 out today. We're running about we'll say the 80 degrees. It's kind of bouncing around there, but even as high as almost 90 there. Yeah, there's 90. So we're running decent. We're running decent temperatures. The airflow, I mean, I can feel it, you know, about a foot away or maybe a bit better. And I think the airflow is important. And I'm probably going to have to come up with something better. This is just temporary, obviously. But I think I'm going to have to get more air moving through the system to kind of, because we're definitely warming up here, and I just got this fan hooked up, so we did lose some temperature in here. So you can see we've dropped to 16 degrees on this end, on the warmer end. On this end here, you can see we're down to the red one there saying about 11 degrees, just over 10. So I think air circulation, well, I know air circulation in the greenhouse is very important. So I like the temperature coming out of there. However, I think, like I say, I may have to beef up the air supply to really get that air swirling through here. You know, not blowing your hat off, but you know, to keep an even temperature. And my cold air is down where it belongs, on the floor. However, I kind of wish I'd brought my warm air in the same, but I think that's just going to have to do for now. I'm finding I'm burning my fire a little bit on the hot side. It's using up the coal a little bit quicker than I'd like, and that's just a matter of me figuring that out. I've burnt coal before, but it's almost an art form in itself. So especially if I want to put wood in there, I don't want to burn it out right away. I can cook the heck out of the wood, and then I'll be out here feeding it all the time. So I just as soon find a way to simmer the wood or the coal, which I've kind of turned the stove back now. And like I say, I'll check my temperature here again. And you know, it seems like the longer you hold it, the higher it gets. But you know, we're sitting in around the 80 degrees for sure on a simmering stove. So with any luck, that's gonna do it. I could simmer it down a little bit more, but it's I don't think I can go a lot more. You can see I have this valve here choked off, and I'll have a poke in there. Yeah, you see she's not really flaring all to hell there. She's just simmering away. And she's warm to the touch. I got some wet, dirty coal there trying to warm. And you'll see I have my flue choked right back. So, and we're still getting 90 degrees in there. So I think that's a good exchange of heat. And I don't know, maybe I could try choking that thing right back and see what she does. I'd like to, like I say, I'll just have to experiment with it to get my coal to last all night. So I've put 2 pails of coal in there. The first one, she ate that up right away. I'm talking a 5-gallon pail of coal. So I need to make it a little more efficient than that. But now that everything's warmed up, you can see it's just hardly cooking in there, and our temperature is is starting to climb again here since I've got the blower fan going. So hopefully I did have it up to 25 degrees, and I'm hoping I can hold it there, and I'm hoping I can get this one here up to 25. I can see the sun's poking through the clouds. It's kind of an overcast day, but it's going to start to warm the greenhouse as well, so I'll have to keep that in mind. It's supposed to be minus 18 today with the wind chill, so tonight will be the real telltale story if this thing can keep up with the nighttime temperatures in the middle of winter here. We're at middle of February here right now in Canada, and it's pretty mild winter, to be honest with you. So I'd like this thing to, to test it now and make sure it's going to work good. When we do start planting, it's never quite this bad, but it's nice to know what the system is capable of. So I'll leave you with that for now, and I'll update as needed.